Hello everyone, this is Althea Valara and welcome to my video of a 2026 Moonfire Faire in Final Fantasy XIV. This is a fun event. It's a summer seasonal event, take place in Casa del Sol where you just relax and have a good time. And are usually asked to help out with the festivities, and of course something always goes wrong. So we'll see what happens this year. Okay, so it starts right here in Limsa, and I am dressed in appropriate gear, glamour. I'm Gunbreaker just because, why not? It needs some experience, and this is a gear from a past year, and I like this one a lot. So let's see what they have. Earning your water wings. Come rain or shine, ceaseless unrelenting shine, Mayaru Moraru will ensure adventurers are aware of the Moonfire Faire. Okay, we're gonna get a Magraft. Sounds good for me. Ahoy, Althea! Wouldn't you rather be frolicking with ocean waves than sweltering with sun-baked lumens and streets? Luckily, the Moonfire Faire is upon us once again. As well as providing respite from the heat, the fair has become an opportunity for Adventurers Guild to demonstrate the skill and capabilities of its members, including your fine self, to the people of Eorzea, whether potential petitioner or prospective recruit. Our star attraction is the Queen Lamine, a ship fully remodeled into the ultimate seaside resort. Relaxation, refreshments, and giant canyons. It truly has everything. Suffice to say, I certainly wouldn't be standing around in this heat if not for my duties. Get yourself down to Casa del Sol and speak with Grand Chaperone Harmaga to join the summer fun. I can do that. Okay, Casa del Sol. Okay. Usually you gotta fly there, I think. I'm a little too zoomed in. Fireworks going off. Oh, they were right over here. Oops. On the boat this year? Yeah. We relocated to the boat. Ah, Althea! Mayaru Moyaru roped you in again this year, did he? Always glad to have you on board. The Moonfire Faire is a roaring success. Just take a look around. Talk of the Queen Lamine's splendor has spread far and wide, and folk have journeyed from across the realm to see it. A fine thing, to be sure. Still, expecting those who'd never so much as smelled a sea breeze to plunge headfirst into the spray, well, it don't always go to plan. We can't have anything impacting the guild's reputation, be it injuries, drownings, or boredom. So, we thought up a way to ease our less confident guests into the season a little more gentle-like. And we could use the help of an adventurer such as yourself to convince them that the terrors of the deep won't be terrorizing these shores anytime soon. You remember Popiano. She's down by on the sands below, and I'm sure she'll be more than happy to give you the details. Okay. Well, that looks like a Christmas tree at first, but it's not. Oh, it can't fly. Yuki! Do I remember this NPC? I think we helped her last year, but I can't remember with what. Oh, if it isn't Althea! How lovely to see you. Harmaga sent you along, did he? Perfect timing. Many of our fairgoers aren't terribly confident around water, you see. Swimming classes are already on offer, but even getting into the ocean is a step too far for particularly nervous guests. First things first, we need to show them that they can enjoy being beside the seaside. Allow me to introduce our inflatable mud raft, proud vessel of the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise. Adorable and practical, if I say so myself. Spacious enough for guests of any size to lounge comfortably above the water, listening to the lapping of the waves with the sun on their face. Who couldn't fail to fall in love with the ocean? Though, being dragged out to sea wouldn't be terribly relaxing either. We've employed magics to set the rafts on a predetermined course around the shallows. One we ensured was free of ferocious wavekin. Still, the creatures of the sea are nothing if not unpredictable. For additional security and peace of mind, I'd like a member of the Adventurers Guild to act as an escort. Which brings me to my request. How would you like to be our resident tour guide turned bodyguard? Yep. Wonderful! I can rest easy knowing our cruise is in good hands. Our first guests are already waiting on the opposite shore. Just let the chaperone know I sent you, and we can get the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise underway. I'll wait for your arrival at the end of the route. I'm keen to hear how our guests enjoy the maiden voyage. Okay, so what is going to go wrong on this thing? You know something's going to go wrong. But it could be really fun, too. It sounds fun. Like, is it going to be like a lazy river? Or not so lazy river? I don't want to be in a fate. Well, not a fate. Oh, as I run over a dead body. Not a fate for a general fate. I will do fates related to the event if there is one. Lo, it's okay. Deep breaths. I can't. Might you be the adventurer escorting our guests? Thank you for agreeing to help. The two young ladies here have come all the way from Gridania to attend the fair. However, as soon as our Mikote guest spied the ocean, she became quite agitated. I can't see her boarding the raft in this state. Perhaps it will set her mind at ease to know such a stalwart adventurer is to accompany her. Would you be so kind enough to speak with her? Sure. I can't do it. Just look how deep it is. I'll sink like a stone. And I'm sure I heard someone talk about dangerous wavekin. No, I can't. Come now, Lo. It'll be all right. We won't stray far from the shore, remember? And look, here's our adventurer escort. I do apologize. She was so looking forward to this, but the sight of the ocean seems to have awoken some kind of instinctual fear. I just don't know how to reassure her. I can say, I'll protect you no matter what, or I can fell anything in this ocean with a single strike, or if anything happens, I'll be here to fix you up, alright? I think I'll say the first line. The second line sounds a little scary, and the third line doesn't sound reassuring. You will? You do look like you take a shark bite to the face without flinching. Alright. I'll trust Althea and ride the Moogle. I'm heartened to see her fears have been assuaged. Once your own preparations are complete, please give Miss Even a word. The monographs are ready and waiting. Okay, I don't know if I have to fight on this, but I don't know how to fight on Gunbreaker very well. But I do know a little bit. Make sure I'm on my right toolbar. They said these follow a predetermined course, so I don't suppose it'll matter if a novice like me takes the lead. Althea, I trust you have our backs. Promise to stay right behind me, okay? You have to promise. Alright, here we go. This should be fun. The nice adventurer is right here. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Look at the scenery. Doesn't the beauty calm your nerves, Lo? Buildings atop the ocean. How do they stop the posts from rotting, I wonder? The breeze must feel so nice up there. How different everything is to Gridania. Ivan, a crab! I've never seen one like that in the 12 Wood Rivers. Where? Oh, I missed it. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. Beds on the beach? Now that sounds more my speed. I could doze right off to the sound of the waves. Swimming classes. Oh, how I would love to learn how to swim. As long as we don't go too deep. Let's do it. Now that we've overcome this, we can do anything together, Lo. Are we supposed to be heading right for that massive ship? That's the Queen something or other? Oh, Ivan is amazing. I'm so glad we came. Welcome, welcome. How did you enjoy your first ocean voyage? It was wonderful. The feel of a raft swaying with the leaping waves was exhilarating, and the Queen Lamine is so imposing up close. It took my breath away. I saw the most unusual creatures, and everyone looks to be having such fun playing in the sea. Honestly, you'd never know she'd been about to run for the hills before you turned up. Thank you for giving her the courage to enjoy herself like this. Well, I'm tempted to go for another ride. Following the same route again might get a little stale. Perhaps it would be fun to have something else to do during the cruise. What do you think, Lo? Why, we can do anything you like, Ivan. I'm perfectly at home on the high seas now. But maybe nothing too adventurous. That's an interesting suggestion. If the Water Wings Pleasure Cruise offered different activities, it might keep guests coming back to ride again and again. Did the ride over here give you any inspiration, Althea? Oh boy. I can say a guide giving information about the local area, or some cold treats to snack on, or small handheld water cannons to drench your companion, or perilous curse lined with bombs. I'm not going to say the last line, even though that sounds fun. I think the first or the third, and I'm leaning towards the first. Yeah. That sounds lovely. I did wonder about the architecture and fashion of Costa del Sol on the way here. Everything is so unlike Gridania. I'd love to learn more about the ocean flora and fauna, too. Yes, a leisurely chat may make the experience even more relaxing, and seems likely to appeal to visitors unfamiliar with Costa del Sol. Any other ideas? Okay, we can go. We can say more, so we're gonna save the second line. There are sweets made of ice? That sounds perfect in this heat. But I wouldn't want to drop him overboard with how the raft sways. Indeed, foodstuffs may not be a good fit for Water Wings Pleasure Cruise, though a refreshing juice might be just the thing to stay cool and hydrated, so long as we're not prone to spilling. Any other ideas? Small handheld water cannons to dress your companion? Perhaps it would work on the beach, but I don't think I'd be able to relax and enjoy the scenery if someone was firing upon me for an entire cruise. Come on, even. It would be such fun. Don't tell me you're afraid of getting wet. Since we have everything set up, we could always tailor the experience for different guests. Perhaps we can offer water canyons as an advanced option, assuming all participants are willing. Any other ideas? I'm not going to say the perilous course. I think we'll do that anyway if we're planning on it, and I don't want to freak out the NPC. So I'll say it couldn't possibly be any more fun. Well, that's given me plenty to think about. Thanks to you, Free, I'm confident we'll make an even more pleasant pleasure cruise. Come on, Yvonne, let's go and look around the Queen Lamine. Have you seen that giant water slide? Don't you want to get something to eat first? I don't know what they're serving here, but it smells amazing. That sounds like my cue to show our guests around the Queen. Would you mind letting Harmaga know how things went? Thank you. I hope you enjoy the rest of the fair. Okay, so we go up here and talk to Harmaga again. Oh, there's a chocobo raft. I want the chocobo raft. Sounds like those Gridanian lasses had a grand old time. As did you by the wistful look on your face. No need to ask, friend. Here, I've secured an inflatable Mograph for you as thanks. The magical limiters have been removed, so you can take a piece of Costa del Sol summer with you wherever you go. If I know adventurers, which I do, then you're no doubt thinking of all the unlikely and wildly inappropriate places you can ride this beauty. I won't ask. Just remember, safety first, you hear? Oh, but before you go floating away to the ends of the universe, it seems like word spreads fast. Fairgoers are clamoring to ride the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise. If you've a time and inclination to escort some more guests, help would be more than welcome. Either way, I hope you enjoy the rest of the fair. Perhaps I'll even take the old Mograph for a spin myself and admire the Queen for a more intimate angle. Ha ha ha. Alright. Let's see what the vendor has. Long Mograph, outdoor, long chocobo raft. But they're just for the lawn. But we'll get them. want any popcorn, fireworks. I almost said popcorn. I don't want any popcorn. No. Fireworks. Okay. Once filled with air, this festive flotation device will be ready to bear you forth in comfort, be it on the water or in the sky. Okay, I don't know if that's all there is to it. Or what? Have your keen eyes spotted a seasonal pool built out there in the deep? A most prestigious venue, it was constructed exclusively for courageous and fortunate souls. If you're of a mind to visit, why not jump in one of these giant cannons? Perhaps you'll fall inelegantly into the water. Or perhaps you'll be perfectly propelled onto the platform. Some claim that Lady Luck smiles upon one cannon in particular. But there's only one way to find out, isn't there? We're going to try number 2. Nope. Come on. I know. There we go. Now we're going to try number 3. Nope. I wonder if it's always the same one. Oh, that got me closer. But, you know, I'm looking at this, I'm like, there's all these rocks here. Is this really safe? But it wouldn't be the first time in the game that they've had me do something not safe. As I think of all the things the science asked me to do, and like, it could mean your death. And I do it anyway. Okay, this is new. I don't remember this pool. Do they have obstacle courses here? They might not. Maybe they did this instead. Yeah, no, there's nothing here but this. Okay. See? I got hurt. And there's a shark. Okay. Well, let's see what's over here. If there's more stuff. I don't think there's anything up here. Ah, there's Flamine. We'll talk to her. Well, now, I was rather hoping to avoid running into any acquaintances. It's a little embarrassing to be found aboard a ship bearing your own name, wouldn't you say? Though it's flattering, really. It's an honor to have one's name associated with such a place of joy, one I can't rightly say I deserve. Yet I am gladdened to think my time on stage left such a legacy, that this should be how I am remembered. Forgive me, I must be growing sentimental with the years. What's up here? Oh, yeah. I think, yeah, if you jump and get in one of the targets, Nope. I don't know what it does. I don't know if you get points or anything, but we'll try a few times. Alright, I'm going to try the biggest one. I made it. Okay. Kind of. Nah, I guess that's just for fun. Okay, so let's go around and get back here and go on another. Oh, do I have to talk to Harmaga first? I think I do. Oh. Well, that's garbage. There we go. Oh, you just get fireworks for it. Okay, we'll go one more time. How are you enjoying the fair, Althea? Fancy another jaunt on the watery Wings pleasure cruise? Of course you do. Our man on the coast sent word that some folks turned up looking to ride the log rafts, and when they heard they'd be joined by an adventurer, they requested you by name. You know the place, just along the shore from Costa del Sol. Head on down there when you're ready, and make sure your friends enjoy the ride. Who is it? Ah, Althea, thank you for agreeing to escort our next guests. They were quite insistent that you be the one to join them. Their identity? Yes, they were quite distinctive. I would describe them as, oh, we can choose who could go with. Okay, I would describe them as a piratical pair, three esteemed figures in the Adventurers Guild, a refined Elzen couple, a duo of Garlean defectors, or two imposing aura. I am going to do the Garlean defectors because I think I know who that is. And I want to see who it is. If you'll wait but a moment, I'll inform him that our escort has arrived. Oh, it's those two. Not who I was thinking, but I should have guessed it was them. Ah, there she is. Afraid we're here on business today. Ironworks is helping the Queen Lamine keep her shine, which is to say, Jesse sent us along to maintain the lights. And I thought it only meet that I inspect the quality of these vessels, as consultant to the Ironworks. Let us see if the accomplished hero makes an equally accomplished guide, shall we? Alright, this should be fun. A coat of red paint, a decent propulsion engine, perhaps a few weapon systems. Yes, there's potential. I do feel somewhat overdressed. Oh yeah, compared to how I'm dressed. Are you ready to depart? Mockrap, full steam ahead. Can't you get a little more speed up, Garland? They must be quite confident in the magical pathfinding to leave a course under buildings like this. Is it automatically compensating for the movement of the waves? Poof, child's play. Nero, you haven't capsized back there, have you? Why, is this vessel proving too much for you? Save a word and I'll take your place, Chief. Just imagine if we had a couple of these on the deck of an Enterprise. The view wouldn't be half bad. I rather enjoy looking down on the world. In this seat, the idea of a dip is quite inviting. If only I brought a bathing suit. A far cry from Academy Ice Plunge, but herding new students into freezing waters did instill a certain camaraderie. We're approaching the Queen Lamine. Time to get to work, Nero. I can scarcely conceal my delight. Ah, I feel quite invigorated. Our maintenance work will fly by after that. I'll give you a shout if we stop by again, Althea. Very interesting indeed, for such a rudimentary contraption. Granted, my expertise lies not in magic, but the control system seem more than adequate. Should I return to investigate further, I expect you to make yourself available. Thanks for helping out again. I should have known an adventure your caliber would be in high demand. Wouldn't surprise me if others come asking for you. Feel free to stop by again if you have the time. Should we do them all? We should do them all. Alright, I'm not going to read the start of it because we know what they say. Yuki! We'll go down the line. I just wanted to do the Garleans first. For some reason, I thought it would be... I can't remember his name. Maxima, I think his name is, and Lucia. I thought it would be them, but I am very pleased it was Sid and Nero because... You know, they are the most divorced couple in the face of the Eorzea. Ah, Althea, thank you for agreeing to escort our next guest. You're quite insistent that you be one to join them. Blah, blah, blah. We've read this before. Yes, they were quite distinctive. A piratical pair. Oh, I wonder who this is going to be. If you wait but a moment, I'll inform them that their escort has arrived. Yep, I thought it would be those two. Listen here, Conferro, you spineless cod. This is a challenge, a test of your courage. If you have any under that puffed up shirt, don't you go getting any funny ideas, you hear me? I dare say the entire beach heard you. But I remain skeptical that a seasoned pirate should find anything in these shallows to test their mettle, unless some manner of ambush lies in wait. A siren is as foolish as she is boorish, if she believes her transparent ploy will lower my guard. Not a word of this to anyone, Scrag, or I'll cut off your blackened tongue for me stew. Are you ready to depart? I don't know if Carvalho's playing hard to get, or if he really is not interested in her, or what it is, but we'll find out. Time to see what you're made of, you lily-livered fop. Keep your eyes on me. Indeed, I must observe her keenly till I can discern her true motive. Thus compelled to look upon her unrefined vices, there's a sense of endurance rather than courage. Oh, what's with that look? I'll cut your eyes out for your goblin face. Pay more attention to your surrounds, unless you wants me to haul your arse out of a brin. I would rather a watery grave than accept the hand of a siren, and I rather suspect I could simply stroll back to shore. Still, the fair is remarkably peaceful this year. Just well, given the Krakens have provided our financial backing. I can just imagine me girls and our little ones splashing about. Not a bad life. Sorry excuse for a pirate like yourself could stand to have a few lessons, eh, Carvalho? Misplaced concern, for you'll find I'm quite adept in the Asgardian style. Your form, however, no doubt resembles a half-submerged brigand. We seem to be nearing the end of a course, and I cannot say there has been much need for courage thus far. Speak for yourself. Me heart's racking up so. Well, I fail to see how a pleasant ride around the coast was a test of anything more than my patience. Perhaps inspecting the outfitting of the Queen Lamine will be a more valuable use of my time. If you will excuse me. Did you hear that? Pleasant, he says. I'd best think of me next challenge. If that coward's got the stones to face me. She is so obvious. And like I said, I don't know if he's playing hard to get or if he's oblivious. Or if he's just not interested. Who knows? But it's been years those two have danced around each other. Thanks for helping out again. Blah blah blah. We've read this before. Alright. Now let's see who's next. I always press the hoofing it, the mount too quick. I'm trying to press it in midair, but can't do that, I guess. Maybe if I jump? I don't know. Ah, Althea, thank you for agreeing to escort our next guest. Free esteemed figures in the Adventurers Guild. Okay. Okay. Let's go get on. Yep. Oh, wow. Look at Mion. Althea, how lovely to see you. Waldron invited Momodi and I to experience the Lunasian summer. As you can see, we're quite enjoying ourselves. Uda and Gridania are good ways from the sea, so a trip to the coast makes a nice change of pace. I feel like a young girl again, hee hee. Another day by the sea is nothing new for old Bodron, so I'll be sitting on the Queen's deck with a flagon of ale for company while you ladies enjoy the cruise. I was wondering how we were going to do free, because there's only free Malgraphs. With you joining us, I feel quite at ease. I best not have so much fun that I topple in. I don't much fancy being left behind by the raft. Yes, I'm ready to depart. My phone's ringing. That's okay. It was sweet of you to suggest I take the front, but I hope I'm not blocking the view. I can think of none better suited to lead. Besides, I'm happier keeping an eye on things back here. Young dear, you might need to duck through here. What is an adventure without a little danger? How beautiful! If only I could take this view back to the Caroline Canopy. Shall we commission a painter? I can think of a perfect spot on the quicksand's walls. How novel! Perhaps I should consider setting up something similar for canopy patrons to soak up the forest air. They really do seem to love the sun around here. You might not expect it of a desert girl, but I'm a strong swimmer. Nothing clears ahead like a few laps of a godless pool. In that case, how about a little race? I've swum the rivers with Toeswood since I was a girl, so I can hold my own. Look, the Queen Lamine! I do hope Bodrin isn't too bored sitting up there all by his lonesome. I rather think he would have enjoyed the cruise. We must insist to join us next time. I've always pictured the sea as raging and tempestuous. What it's like to find it has a gentle side too. A refreshing change of scenery, to be sure. Wasn't it just lovely? And now I'm dying to sample the Lunastian drinks. Got to be keeping an eye on the competition. Now that I can help you with. After my first flagon were all the finer for review. And my first flagon were all the finer for review. Okay. Always a pleasure to see friends enjoying themselves, and all the more so when it's in your own backyard. Thanks for showing them the ropes, Althea. I should have silenced my phone, I'm sorry. It probably was spam because I've been getting a lot of spam calls lately. Be nice if it gave you random fireworks and not just pinwheels every time. Right. Jump. Nope. So how many more do we have left? Alright, we have 2 more left. A refined Ellison couple and 2 imposing Aura. So we're going to do the Ellison couple. If you wait but just a moment, I'll inform them that their escort has arrived. Yep. Oh, not who I expected, but I'm glad to see you. 'Tis lovely to see you, Althea. Fortunal and I have fond memories of a trip to Lunasia many years past. Just the 2 of us. We were both in agreement that we were long overdue another visit. My apologies if we have called you away from any manners of import. I can't say her name. Emilius, there we go. Emilius was most keen to see you once she heard you were in attendance. We can be on our way at once, if you should be so kind to join us. I thought, I wasn't expecting them. I was expecting the Valentino couple. Because they usually are in this, I think. If you have something to say, then say it. Okay, he's still as rude as ever. Fortune will insist I take the lead to better enjoy the view. Are you ready to depart? Aren't these monographs the most darling things? If only Alphonse and Elise were here. I'm counting on your discretion, Althea. Under no circumstances are my children to hear of this. Wouldn't it be wonderful to live out our twilight years somewhere like this? The idea is not without merit. These pillars are quite close. Take care not to lean over too far, Emilians. I'm a grown woman, Fortunate. Excuse me. You needn't fuss so. Okay, yeah. Doesn't that take you back? Remember that night we lay together on the grassy slopes and watched the ocean? How young we were. Emilians, remember present company. The slopes of tranquility. Okay. Might Alphonse improve his swimming with similar training? I harbor my doubts. The boy just isn't very buoyant. Yeah, that's the joke. They said the line. I can almost feel my cares being washed away by the natural beauty. We must not leave it so long until our next visit, Fortunate. I will accompany you wheresoever you wish. Always. He's romantic in his way. The vibrancy of Costa del Sol seems a world apart from the ocean around Charlatan, and yet both leave one feeling quite exhilarated. Admittedly, I find my spirits rather uplifted. I was a much younger man when last I felt this unencumbered. Thank you, Althea. Alright, one more. Okay, I'm not going to say line. I've said it 5 times. Too imposing aura. Okay, who's it gonna be? Ah, okay. Humph. Do not look so surprised. What stage was more fitting for reunion of the most radiant son of Azim and his Nama than a land taking the sun for its very name? Come, I grant you leave to render your service. Prepare us our vessels. These small scouting craft shall allow Brother Magni to survey the surrounds from atop the ocean, that he might find his Nama. Do not mistake his summons for a petition of aid, Kagan. Your presence is merely a matter of convenience. This should be fun. I'm kind of glad this one was last. The road to this land was long and arduous. I will not suffer to see Brother Magni return disappointed. Be glad, Kagan, for a minor role you shall play in the legend of the sun and his Nama. Okay, here we go. Onwards, Batu, in search of my Nama. Have you ever seen a more gallant figure than our most radiant brother, Kagan? Humph! They build their bows on stilts in supplication to the sun. Similar in purpose, yet inferior in execution to the awe-inspiring heights of the Dawn Throne. What light? Could it be my Nama's smile shining softly on the waves? Nay, 'tis only the reflection of the sun. The ocean is vast, Brother Magni, and our search is young. Surely my Nama would not expose her tender sleeping form to one and all. How shameless! This ocean knows no shadow. To bathe in its waters is not an entirely unappealing proposition. Indeed, how I should like to visit with my dear Why, look there, brother! It would appear our time draws to a close. Yet I do not forsake the search for my ethereal moon, shimmering like the light upon the waves. And you shall not walk that path alone, Brother Magni. My Nama must be immodest indeed, to conceal herself so from my radiance. Very well. If she means to test my sincerity, let me show myself to be true. My journey shall continue, as surely as the sun does rise. This land is indeed blessed by the sun. Its rays reach even the ocean floor, as though the water were gnawed upon glass. Just as our most radiant brother's light shall surely shine upon his Nama. Feel sorry for Batu having to play a wingman when he's married. Okay, that should be it then. I think we've done everything. There doesn't seem to be much more to do. There's not the obstacle course this year, it doesn't look like, so that should be it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be returning to streaming probably on October 22nd when Final Fantasy Resonance comes out. Until then, I plan to be posting some videos on YouTube of some of the seasonal events in Final Fantasy XIV and maybe some Final Fantasy XI stuff. So take care, stay safe, thanks for watching, and hope to see you on my stream sometime. Bye! Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you want more video game fun, follow me on Twitch at Althea Valara.